I'm not talking unless y'all giving me land and 2,000 or more every week. You hear me?
Girl, can we gossip? Gossip, gossip, girl, can we gossip? Gossip, gossip, girl, can we gossip? Gossip, gossip, girl. What's tea, Petty Bunch? Welcome back to another episode of Girl, Can We Gossip with the Petty One? Okay, y'all. So before we get into today's sugar, honey, iced tea, and coffee, I need to just set down some serious ground rules to let y'all know that remember, everything we usually discuss is for shits and giggles and alleged. But today's topic, none of this shit is alleged. It's real life. It's happening now. I'm sure you guys heard of Telvin Osborne. And to my sisters out there, I just want to say we going to continue to rest. This ain't our fight. We really have nothing to say because once again, this is another black man who has made disparaging, disgusting remarks about black women. Matter of fact, he said something to the degree that he would sleep with a dog before he would a black woman. Matter of fact, a white dog, a white dog he would sleep with before sleeping with a black woman. So Telvin Osborne was dating his girlfriend, white woman, Hannah Cobb, who is 28 years old. Not sure how long they've been together, but she then shot and killed this man. Okay? Sounds like another story that we heard about the African dude that was killed by his white queen, but I digress. So let's get into it. I'm getting this information from Yahoo Entertainment, and the title is Telvin Osborne once said he'd rather sleep with a dog than a black woman. Now he's dead, and social media has thoughts. So let's get into it. The tragic death of Telvin Osborne. Osborne, 30-year-old father from Burke County, Georgia, was shot and killed by his 28-year-old girlfriend, Hannah Cobb. Initially, Cobb claimed the shooting was an accident. It started with her cleaning her firearm after a night out at a club. So this woman was just supposedly cleaning her gun when it accidentally went off and killed her man. However, after further investigation and public outrage, authorities charged her with involuntary manslaughter. Now, according to Sheriff Alfonso Williams, he reported that the shooting followed a night of drinking. Oop, y'all, watch your drinking. Because y'all know when y'all gone off that hen, off that tequila, off of all of that stuff, your emotions, everything just gets all out of whack, and y'all know how it be. So a heated argument ensued between Osborne and Cobb. While the details of their altercation, of course, remain under investigation, social media users have focused on a different aspect of the case. Osborne's documented disdain for black women. I'm going to say this again, this to me is self-hatred. Now listen, you can love whoever you want to love, but the shit that this black man was saying about black women was just disgusting. So of course he's dead, he's gone. Now controversial comments are resurfacing about his gross comments about black women. And this to me is diabolical. It's stupid as hell because my dude, you came from a black woman. You were made inside of a black woman's womb and you came out of this black woman, but you hate yourself. Disgusting. This dude said, I'll uck a dog before I uck a black bitch. It gotta be a white dog though. Just wow. So this statement, along with other statements praising white women while denigrating black women, it has fueled, you already know, it's fueled a lot of polarizing responses about his death. Some social media users are expressing sadness over his tragic demise, while others is like, hey, what y'all cooking for dinner tonight? Like, again, black women, we're going to rest. This ain't our fight. So somebody said, this one hurts because this is my man's family, but I still gotta tell the truth. Oh boy, Telvin was on some coon shit with his praise of white women. This is just like that Nigerian dude that got poked up by his white blessing. Then we found all the Akatas. Damn, Telbo. So again, someone else said, black women, remember to drink your water. Yes, we're going to drink our water, sip, sip, and mind our business when it comes to sympathy for Telvin Osborne being killed by his white girlfriend, Hannah Cobb. He hated you and left the proof. Good riddance to both of them. Then someone else came with a different perspective. I don't care about anyone having preferences. I have one, but there's something wrong with most black men who have a preference, as they almost always invariably say things like this. And look, another user criticized the underlying psychology of such views. A lot of men are like Telvin Osborne. They say dating white women is their preference, when in reality, it's just their hatred for black women. But let someone speak about their black mama that way. You can date white women without having to disparage black women. And so the article goes on to talk about the bigger conversation: self-hatred and racial preferences. Now, Osborne's case has reopened discussions about internalized racism and the ways in which some individuals distance themselves from their own racial identity. Many have pointed out that there is a stark difference between having a dating preference and actively degrading one's own race. Now, in the black community, particularly when it comes to black men, there is this ongoing debate about whether a certain preference is rooted in genuine attraction or in social conditioning that equates whiteness with desirability. Osborne's statements exemplify an extreme case of this issue. Yes, with the way he was speaking about white girls are greater than black girls, and the fact that he would go so low as to say he would sleep with a dog before he would a black woman, when he comes from black women, and I'm sure he was raised by black women. He has a black grandmother, has black aunties, black sister, and yet and still this man's hatred for himself is just, again, is diabolical. So now we move on. Justice for Telvin Osborne. Now, while his baby mama, Miss Cobb, has been charged with involuntary manslaughter, many are questioning whether justice will truly be served. Some argue that her actions were intentional and should be met with harsher legal consequences. Others believe that Osborne's past rhetoric has tainted public perception of the case, making it unlikely that his death will receive the same level of outrage as other domestic violence incidents. Now, as this investigation continues, one thing is certain: this case has sparked a broader discussion about race, self-worth, and the consequences of the ideologies we choose to uphold. Now, in my most humblest of opinion, I really, a life is lost. Children are now without their father, and when you look at the bigger scope of things, these kids are now going to be without their mother. However, it still doesn't, it's a sad, tragic situation. However, it does not negate from the fact that this man has continuously disparaged Black women. And the hypocrisy is beyond me. Petty Bunch, it's your time to chime in. How do you feel about this situation? Do you even care that Telvin Osborne has been pow-powed by his baby mama? Do you find it funny, not haha funny, that he died by the hands that he said he would kill for? The hands that he has objectified as being the standard of beauty versus the blackness that he is made up of, the blackness that he comes from. So let's get into the comments. Let's go back and forth. How do you guys feel about it? Black women, we already said this is not our fight. We sipping our water and we are just reading the comments. I just had to cover this situation because it's crazy to me how we as Black people are conditioned to believe that white is pure, that it's beautiful, that Black is equated with ugliness and evilness, and it's not seen as being beautiful. So now you have a family that is forever torn apart. You have kids who no longer have a father and who basically have no mother because now she is awaiting trial for, taking their father up out of here. So it's really a sad situation. But at the end of the day, Telvin said what he said regarding his disdain for Black women. So again, Petty Bunch, thank you for subscribing to the channel. Again, I'm flattered as hell that you guys are continuing to support my content. And thank you again to my 231 subscribers. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye. Girl, can we gossip? Gossip. Gossip. Girl, can we gossip? Gossip. Gossip. Girl, can we gossip? Gossip. Gossip girl.